Dirextra Construction Business School London. Masters in Construction and Oil and Gas Sector, 23rd edition, for engineers, lawyers, and controllers.
My name is Marcello Viglino. I come from Salini Impregilo. You know who we are and you know what we do. Basically, we are the major contractor in Italy, major international contractor. And we have projects all over the world. And we deal with large infrastructure projects, which means motorway, bridges, dams. I work for the contracts department within Salini Impregilo. What we do basically is we assist the projects to deal with contract matters. When the contract is signed, we assist the project so that, if there is any problem with the contract, any problem between the parties, any issue of claim or dispute, then we are there to support the project. Usually we have, a contracts manager on site, and then we have a number of area contracts managers, like myself, that look after several countries and deal with the project directly. In a construction dispute, the engineer as well as the lawyers are very important players. The engineers, because they've got the knowledge of the facts and very often the knowledge of what is the cause of the dispute that is often related to a technical problem. Then if you are an engineer, you don't have necessarily to be the one doing the structural calculations or the design or the planning. You tend to become someone that manages situation, manages people, and when you do that, you sooner or later end up in managing difficult situations between the parties. This slide tries to show how a contract is phased, from the tender to the completion. A claim is basically to say, look, there's something wrong here. It's like, let's talk about it. Very often it's not taken like that. Very often, as soon as the contractor issues a claim or the employer issues a claim, then the other party gets offended. Oh, why do you write these things? Why? You could have talked to me about it. They forget that they signed the contract that says, well, when there's a problem, you issue a claim. Behind it, it's this. This is the Panama Canal that we are working on. That's actually a contract in Romania, a road project. Two very different types of work and two very different types of disputes we have had. In that case, we won a lot of money. In this case, we are still running the disputes, so I don't know what happens. And this was a project that we were studying in South Nigeria, where we had to build a port. So I went there to do the site visit for the project to be tendered, to prepare the offer. And this is the same picture in Georgia of the little house I showed you before. But here is the valley where we've got to build the dam. And again, sometimes you go to these very beautiful places and you start questioning yourself, why should I build anything here? But that's part of the business we do, and we always say, well, it's good for you. It's good for the people. It's good for progress. It's good for
Dirextra Construction Business School London. Masters in Construction and Oil and Gas Sector, 23rd edition, for engineers, lawyers, and controllers.